Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 2, one take recording, weekly vlog. This is Ellie Meme in the background. She's going to be sitting in, freeloading on the studio session, but that's fine. Today we're going to be trying out a couple things. First, I want to go over my pedal board, show that off, because we just played a show and it went well. Yep. And second, I think just setting up angles, figuring out what works here so I'm not super bright. Oh, also, got a haircut. What y'all think? Let's get into it though. So first, I want to set up my pedal board. I forgot it at the church. Okay, never mind. My pedal board is currently at a church because I didn't want to bring it home. So we'll be looking at that later. Instead, we'll pivot to something else that we can talk about. All right, so we don't have our pedal board to try out, but that's okay. I figured we could do the next best thing, which is I could show you my Ibanez guitar. Woo! So, little background about this guy. This is a Ibanez. It's the AZ Essential series. Little blue guy has a kind of strat build. And as far as I'm concerned, this is like the intro level one for this series. This one was made in Indonesia. So when I got it, it was pretty cheap or like fairly inexpensive. I don't want to say cheap. I take that back. It was fairly inexpensive. And I'm not going to lie, I love this guitar. I love how it sounds. I love how it plays. I use it for any like live stuff and recording stuff just because there's so much that you can do on this. So we'll kind of get into it. But some of the main stuff is you get your classic like 5-way switch, as well as this little knob that kind of gives some more tones. So you get more than just like 5 options. But we'll jump into that and we'll be able to hear how that sounds. Besides that, I just want to say I've been playing for, I think, about 6-7 years now. At least back in the room. About 6 to 7 years. So a lot of practice has gone into, over the years. And that's definitely helped when you're starting out. It's really easy to want to buy a guitar that's more expensive. This one was around like $200 when I got it. And a lot of times it's easy to want to buy a guitar that's more expensive, that plays a little bit better. And there's nothing wrong with that. But this one was honestly, like, compared to other guitars, like I said, barely inexpensive. And I love it. I think it sounds great. It goes through all my pedals really well. But, let's hear it. We're going to make a new channel for this guy, and then we're going to play, and you can kind of hear it. Before that, though, just want to show some of the stuff. Classic tone knob, volume knob, 5-way switch. And then you got the 2 pickups, and then the singles. And then we have this little knob here. I'll look up what it's called, and then I'll just put it on here because I forgot. But honestly, game changer. It changes the tone so much. And when it comes to pickup noise, I do not get a ton with this, even when I'm running some distortion just from this knob itself. Besides that, kind of just very pretty all around. I love this blue, and looks very clean. Before we play this, I'm just gonna make a couple of tracks, just so that we can hear what we're actually gonna be playing. First one's just gonna be a clean signal. Okay, so before we get started, I do want to just start off by saying I have noticed this little kind of electrical fuzz. We can hear it as I switch this knob a little bit more. Think it might be with this cable I'm using. So normally I don't get this as much, but it's just there, so we'll deal with it. Anyways, but here is just a clean tone of this guitar. And then turn in the volume knob up and down. Bit of crinkle there. Interesting. And then we're gonna start on the first position of our switch and just kind of move up from there. First, second, third, we're hearing a lot more. Fourth, disappeared is a little bit, and then we're gonna be on our fifth one. All right, now going down. I dropped my pick. Oh well. Now going down. Back to the fifth and our third position. There's this noise we don't like, and there, there's a couple times where I get that, and I've just been able to use this switch right here to help get rid of it. Like I said, I'm going to go back and see exactly what it does again because I kind of forgot. But just turning that, definitely you can hear the difference. Besides that, the sound as well. But, definitely for stuff like that, you hear it here. Turning the switch off. Gone. So I really like it just for the versatility that it has. But now let's actually run it through some other things so we can hear how it sounds. So this is going to be through the Universal Audio Lion plugin. This is a more lead distortion kind of plugin, so you can hear. We are on our second position. So we'll go to the first. Definitely hear the difference. Don't like that, so we're going to switch that. And then we'll just move it all the way up to our fifth, just for time's sake, and we'll switch that so we don't get too much fuzz. So I honestly love how it's able to kind of work with that distortion, and it sounds pretty good. Granted, that fuzz normally isn't there. Something's going on with my cables. I need to figure it out, but we'll do that later. As well as just like on more mellower kind of sounds, I think it works really well too. So this is just a stock Logic plugin or preset, which is Echo Stack. But here's how it sounds. That was 5th position, so we're gonna go all the way to the 1st. Hear how it sounds. Then we'll go to our 3rd. So yeah, this is pretty much just a quick overview of the guitar that I use a lot in the studio. I do have a couple other guitars. So, oopsie. Sorry about that. Do have a couple other guitars that I use. So this isn't the only one, and this is by no means like a full review because I kind of forgot some of the names of these things, and that kind of looks bad. But just showing you what I like to use. That being said, once again, I didn't mention this before. This is the left-handed version of the guitar. I am left-handed. They do make right-handed ones of these like they do with every other guitar. But if you are somebody who is a lefty, you are in luck because there's a left-handed version for you. So, yeah. Anyways, besides that, I just want to also say that the interface that we're running all of this through is a Universal Apollo Twin. And we're running it on Logic. We got a little track here, you kind of see. But yeah. Once again, thank you for watching week 2, featuring Ellie May, who is drawing our cats right now. So yeah, maybe I'll show those next week. If they're good, we'll see. Anyways, yeah, so we'll be back next week with more stuff. And like I said in the first one, this page is all about just kind of figuring stuff out as I go, which I've kind of been doing my whole entire like studio music journey. So that's what we're gonna keep doing, and I hope you guys can stick for it. Ellie's super blurry. But yeah, anyways, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate y'all. Oh, also one last look. Peep the haircut. Yeah. Till next week.